Now at the plate, Eric Haas. Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And a pitch. Misses
that's
off the plate. And that's ball 1.
1-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Hot shot to third. Vientos whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
And a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Jhonkensy Noel, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one ripped. Tattooed and gone. A laser to left. It's 2-0. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Lane Thomas stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch is outside.
Ball. Ball. 2-1.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Nimmo makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Queens. And pitching in this game, Luis Ortiz.
Well, he comes in hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Good eye in that spot.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Juan Soto. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one misses. Ball 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
One down, base is empty. That's out to center field. Thomas makes his way towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Pete Alonso. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it.
Batting fourth.
Runner first
designated
with 2
hitter,
away.
Jesse
Now it's the DH, Jesse Winker. Out to short. Adames the throw to first. And Winker is. And we're back. Top of the second. So in now for Cleveland, Brandon Lau. First offering and it just misses.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2.
That was the sweeper,
2-2.
but it missed. Next pitch is outside.
Count's full.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. At the plate, Stephen Kwan. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Willie Adames in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Kwan stands at first with 1 out. Next pitch misses inside. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball.
2-2.
Got him swinging. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Tap foul at the plate. 2 outs. That's inside. Check swing, called strike. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's outside. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And they're all loaded up.
Runner, take your
well, that's
base.
a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Ramirez can't hold up, and that's a strike.
0-1.
And misses inside. Bases loaded, top of the second. And a count 1-2. That one missing inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Citi Field, down the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. Slider right there.
1-1.
Lau. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1.
Line drive. That's a hit. One down. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Man at first, one away. Thomas makes the play. That's out number two. The relay throw. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Swings through that one for strike one. Garcia, the runner at first with two gone. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
To second, but way too late. Safe there. Just off the outside corner. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. Minaya back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball two. Ground ball left side. Toss to Alonso. And one away in the top of the third. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Base knock center field. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he
can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Into third now, so runners at the corners and one out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
That one misses, and that's ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next, Steven Kwan. Right side, hard hit. Toss to Alonso. That's out number 3. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's going to be Jose Siri. Swings and misses. Strike one. Siri, a strong-arm center fielder, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And strike two.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one in the air, right field. Noel makes the grab. One down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Swings through that one for strike two.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just to swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One out, base is empty. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And he makes the catch. And there's two
Now
away.
batting, right field.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. There's the swing and a miss.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And ball one. Sneaks through, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Soto off of first with 2 away. That's outside. And the count is even, 2-2.
2-2.
Got him. And he's registered 3. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames.
Backed off the plate that time. Out to short, Lindor. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez.
The designated hitter.
1 for 1 with a single so far.
Martinez.
And first offering is fouled off. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there.
Eric.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Here's Jose Ramirez, 1 for 2. First pitch, and he just misses. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a foul ball. Pitch misses there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hammered, base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Reed Garrett gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance. To fight back into the game.
That's in there.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Now a very curious choice. They're signaling for the intentional walk with the bases loaded, and that brings home a run. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Hit hard, base hit. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores. They clear the bases.
Everything came together for him. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Thomas now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
And they'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Brandon Lau. 0 for 2 in this one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
There's the strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0. Hit in the air left field. Nimmo running hard to get it. Dives. What a play. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say.
Is that what it is?
Fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah, and it's fouled away. And that's a fair ball. Winker on his way to third. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Back here at Citi Field, here's the shortstop at the
kiss away all your problems, just sleep on the couch. I'll make my own lemonade. Then we go up the drive, through the door, cut my hair on the kitchen floor.